Hello everyone. Today the family and myself we're going to Gladys Zoo, Brownsville, Texas, and here it is, and it's across the street from Dean Porter Park. And now they have a special today of the Rio Grande Valley residents, pretty much Cameron County and northern Mexico, Matamoros, get in for $6 each today. So we're gonna go in, take advantage of this special. My son has off from school today, and that's what we're gonna do. Hello, son.
Hi, Daddy. It feels hot out today. That's why I'm standing under the shade.
All right, come on. We're gonna cross the street and get our tickets, okay?
Yeah.
So we cross the street and there's no line. Now usually it's a Friday. It's September 13th, 2024, and usually on Fridays there's a big line because the schools do class trips here, but fortunately it doesn't look that way today. Okay, so we paid our admission and everything. What's the usual price of the admission?
17 for adults and 11 for a child.
Alright, so we had a big savings. It was $6 each plus $4 for our son, so it came out to $16. Usually that would come out to $45, so it is a big savings. Look for the specials. Now times and the price can vary. Go online. They do have a website for Gladys Zoo. Now they do have plans of expanding the zoo. Across the street from here is a school. They're going to take over the school and expand the zoo to the other side. Anyway, so let's get going here. Here's the main entrance. Hi.
Hey, I remember there was a gift shop that used to be here, but now it's closed.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, there's another one on the edge.
Our son is addicted to gift shops. He has to get a little trinket every time he goes someplace.
Yeah, well, I went on a field trip last year. I got some 4 jewelry animals, 2 glass crocodiles, and 2 glass bees.
You know what my parents used to tell me if I wanted something?
What?
No, they're dust collectors. That's what they called souvenirs. Were dust collectors.
Oh yeah, but
now,
let's look at the gorilla.
Hold on. Excuse me.
Sorry, I'm just excited.
I know. Now, one thing, they do have a very successful program here, and it's known pretty much internationally, is their gorilla mating program here. They've had very good success of breeding gorillas in activity. Now, here is Gorilla Island. So let's take a look over here. Now, I'm going to be switching cameras because I'm currently using the GoPro camera, which is limited. It can't zoom, and that's the problem with GoPro. But you didn't hear me. You're not here to talk about GoPro cameras. Anyway, here we go. I'm going to switch cameras so I can zoom in on them, and you can tell they have a gorilla here, over there, and it looks like they're having breakfast, and that's about it. So I'll get back to you.
Yeah, there's the one that we did. I think that one that is on. That one is.
Now, one of the things I always say is get to the zoo as early as possible, because most animals, the the most activity is early morning and in the evening. During the daytime, especially here with the heat, they're like humans. They take a siesta because it's so hot here. It's got to be in the 90s today. So, and during the summer down here, it can be upper 90s, like 98 degrees. The perfect time to come to the zoo is in October, say like March is the perfect time. The weather is beautiful then. Anyway, we saw the gorillas, and here's a marabou stork, and that's a big bird right there. Now, of course, I'm not going to show you everything. I'm just going to give you a sampling of the zoo. It's best to come to zoos in person so you can experience. And now this zoo is, if you have mobility issues, it's pretty flat. They have trails. I don't believe they have that many stairs here. So if you have mobility issues, this is a good place to come. So they have some otters here. Here's a little bit of a closer look at it. Now here's some meerkats. Now there's a potbelly pig. My father has a couple of those on his ranch. And here he is, another one, moving around. Now they do have a petting area for goats, and these are goats. You can always tell a goat from a sheep. One of the indicators that you look at, because some old world sheep look like goats, and how you can tell a goat's tail points up and a sheep's tail hangs down. That's how you can tell the difference between a goat and a sheep. Now here is pitaya, or dragon fruit. Now it looks like it had a start of a fruit, but this is no good. And I've grown this, and this specimen looks kind of thin. I had the thicker one, the thicker one. And you need like a tree or a post to grow it, and the fruit is very good. But the problem here, we do occasionally get cold weather, and the freeze will kill them off. That's what happened to mine. I had a lot, and the freeze came along, killed them. Now, one thing I wanted to point out, if you do come on a hot day, they do have certain displays here where you go in and it's air conditioned, such as the reptile center, the aquatic center. They have one for like animals that are more nocturnal, so they have it indoors and cooling. So you can cool off at certain points here. And we're just having a good day. You can tell there's hardly anyone here in the zoo. So it doesn't get crowded here. Now it does get crowded if there's school trips. They do get crowded. And one thing is, a lot of the animals here, it's about 10:30 in the morning right now, and a lot of the animals are either not in their enclosure, or they're sleeping, or whatever. So that's about it. Now, over here is a pygmy hippopotamus. Now they have two displays of this. They have one in the front and one in the back. Another thing they have here for the children, they have a playground, and we've taken our son here numerous times. It's a nice playground. So people sometimes get the family season, the annual pass, and they come here and bring their children. It's a nice place to be. Now here we are at the herpetarium, reptiles and amphibians. So this is the place I was telling you about that's air conditioned. So if you want to get out of the heat, this is the place to come. Are you getting out of the heat, Mommy?
I'm staying here.
Okay. Now, they keep it dark in here. Hi.
Let me show you something. Like, look at this one. It's a little baby turtle. Oh, but look at that. See that closely? It looks like a little cricket somewhere there.
Yeah, well, they feed the reptiles sometimes. Now, over here,
A giant snapping turtle.
they have a giant snapping turtle in there. It is, you see, the video recording will not show how huge this thing is. And here is a American alligator down there. It's a big one. They have two of them down there.
Yeah, they lived also during the time of the dinosaur.
Yes, that's why they show dinosaurs.
Yeah, and look at the giant snapping turtle.
Yes.
Wait, I see something there. Live in water.
Yes, here are black spotted newts. And they're from Texas. And up here are tortoises from Madagascar.
Yeah, they're very.
That's an island off of the east coast of Africa, the southeast coast.
Ooh, and some lizards.
And they have lizards in here. These are green tree skink.
They walk very slowly.
And also they said that there's a python in here, but I don't see it. Oh, wait a minute, there it is.
Where?
The camouflage, it's in the back, behind this branch.
Oh no, they're gonna be dead soon.
Okay. And here is a venomous Mexican West Coast rattlesnake. And it is under the log. Now it's very hard to see. This is what the animals do. They conserve energy by not moving around. And right there is a rhinoceros rat snake. And you can tell it's pretty long. Well, we finished up in the reptile area, and now my wife didn't come over to the reptiles because she doesn't like snakes.
I like snake. That's how I do it.
That's right.
Yeah, she's scared of the biggest snake that I saw because she will freak out and collapse. Sleep.
Now, John, can I ask you one thing?
What?
What's the sound that Mommy makes when she sees a snake?
That's her sound. She's like, when I showed her a toy snake, she's always scared. She thinks it's not funny.
It's not funny.
So here we are at the Aquatic Ecology Center, the Russell Aquatic Ecology Center. And we're gonna go in here, and it's not too big. They have some fish, and they have a big tank with stingrays in it and cow nose rays. So we'll go in here. Yeah. Look at this, huh?
Yeah, the lionfish.
They're big, huh?
They're whitefish with brown
Now,
stripes.
this type of fish was introduced into the waters off of Florida. It's an invasive species, and they encourage people to catch them and kill them if they find them. And here they have some alligator gar. Now this one here must be close to 3 feet long. And they have a big one up there. Oh well, I think that's a reflection. Yeah, off the surface. Now in this tank over here, they used to have the stingrays and the cow nose rays in here, but they don't have it anymore. Probably something happened to them. You know, animals are susceptible to disease, especially if they come in contact with humans, so it can happen. But they have some specimens of fish. They have a very large tank over here of a saltwater tank, and it has the well, there's a cow nose ray right up there, and they have other specimens of saltwater fish. And there's a red drum over there. And they have other species of fish. Now this looks like a black drum. The black drum is a little different shape. Now how they got their name drum is they come to the surface and they make a thumping sound, boom, boom, and I've heard it, so it's interesting. Alright, and here's some koi here. I love koi. This is a fish that can live a very long time. It's in the carp family. Very nice. Now here, I noticed that they always have a lot of giraffes, so they must have a good breeding program here. Now you can feed the giraffes over on the side, and I believe they sell the food. It's $3 for the cost of the food. So you can go over here and feed them. Here's a very nice looking animal called a bongo.
Hello.
Now here is one of my favorite trees. It's a silk floss tree, originally from South America. This is one of the largest specimens in this area. I've seen people growing them on their homes. I tried growing them. It gets a flower, and it gets a before it flowers, it gets a, well, it flowers first, and then it gets these pods, and the pods, when they open it looks like silk, and they use it as a packing material. Now it is very spiky, and I'll get up close so you can see it. It has spikes. Now, this tree down here is misidentified. People call it a kapok tree. And I've seen kapok trees in Florida, and this is not a kapok tree. This is silk floss. So you can tell the difference between the two. One has spikes and one doesn't have spikes. The one with spikes is the silk floss. One without is a kapok. We're at like the halfway point. The halfway point is where they have the butterflies, bugs, and blooms here. And this is where they have the playground. And I'll just show you that because for those with young children where they want to let them run around, they can come to the back here. Now they do have an exhibition hall back here also, and you know, they have a special events hall in the back, but here they have the play area. Now they do have like a little water feature because it does get hot here, and you can come and the kids run through here and they can cool off. So they have a water feature. And like I said, they have the slides back here. So they have the slide, and they have a place that you can go and run around. And that's it. Now, one of the things they appreciate here is they do have benches throughout the park where you can get a rest, because there is a lot of walking involved at the zoos, depending on the zoo. Now this zoo, it really isn't that bad in size. This is a small zoo. You go to a larger zoo such as in San Antonio or in New York, the Bronx Zoo is huge. I've been there a few times, and like I told you, they have a special event area here. I forget the last time I was here what the event was, but they did have a special event. And say they have South Texas Discovery Education Center. And they do have plants set up here because the butterfly area is back here. They have plants that will attract butterflies. And here, I'll take you in here. They do have displays in here. And now they used to have elephants at the zoo, and this is one of the elephants that died here, and they preserved the skull. And they have different displays. You can come here and read. It's hard to do with young children because they're really not interested in reading. They look at the artifacts, and you know, as when they get older, they get into the reading about these things. Here's a Texas bull snake. Now here's the butterfly area, and They have butterflies outside, a lot of them, because they grow the flowers that attract butterflies. And here, this is to keep them in. They have a door, and these chains help keep them in. And they have all sorts of plants in here. They have orchids. They have a lot of orchids in here. And they have displays of different things, tarantulas and arthropods, such as the ladybug. Not too many butterflies in here. All the butterflies are outside. And they have a lot of potted plants in here. I guess it's easier to manage them. Now, you should go out to zoos and aquariums and things like that. It helps support these places. Believe me, it takes a lot of money, even though they get a lot of volunteers to help out, but they need money to operate these places, the maintenance, the electric, to run pumps and everything. So come out to the zoo, get some exercise, don't sit in front of the television. Come on out, get some exercise. Beautiful.
No, there's not.
Now here they have some camels. Here's the rhinoceros. Look at them go.
Wow.
Cassowary, yes.
Right. This is the most dangerous bird in the world, the double-wattled cassowary. Now this bird, you can't see the feet because of the mud and the water, but very sharp. This bird can disembowel you with a kick. Very dangerous. Now it's moving. I'll see if I can get a picture. No, can't get it from here. Now I have seen the eggs of these things. They're about the size of an ostrich egg, but they're blue in color. Now here we're coming to another place that's indoor, air conditioned. It's for the nocturnal animals such as bats and other animals that thrive in low lighting. So it's very low lighting in here, which this camera won't work in here. Now in here are bats. You can see them on the branches. And here's the kangaroos.
What?
It's okay.
It's harmless.
It's shedding its skin.
Oh yeah, it's something. There's some that's hanging.
This is called a paranite from Australia. Almost like a monitored lizard.
Yeah, he looks cute.
a rhinoceros hornbill. And here's the Komodo dragon. Now, I've been here when they fed it rats, and it's very interesting to watch it eat. Well, that's it. Thanks for coming along. We spent about 4 hours here, and still we could have stayed a little bit longer, or if we didn't take so many breaks. It is a little warm. Anyway, have a good day, everyone. See you on the next one.